Good evening, everyone. I'm Nathan, here with my wonderful wife, Laura.
Hello.
And here with also John and Adriana.
Of course, from Wheel of Fortune. Well, the Australian version, at least, from many years ago.
Yes.
Yes.
So we recently did, or not recently, depending when this goes up, what we think is the first version of the Australian Wheel of Fortune.
Board game.
Which is
Yes.
up on the channel. This is the third edition, so we're missing the second, which is odd, but here we are.
I think that's okay. They don't change a great deal, so we're going to take a look at the third edition, and I think we're going to find it's just Wheel of Fortune.
Yes,
It's fine. Wheel of Fortune's great.
So same thing, it's slightly redesigned, but you've got the same sort of functionality of the letters. You got the spinner, you got the money, you've got your crossing off letters and puzzle sheets.
I think you'll find it's not really redesigned at all, actually.
It's not, it looks...
No.
I can't remember, it was a while since we filmed the last one.
So this was from 1987, so again a fairly early version of this. I think there's another Wheel of Fortune that we have on the channel of a newer Australian version with a later host.
I think in the early 2000s, I want to say.
Yeah, it could be. So every Wheel of Fortune game comes with our kind of play board here. We have the cardboard part on the outside, which you do have to put on, like if you were getting one of these new. And then all of these cover our letters here.
Ooh.
I should mention, this one opens a lot easier than the other ones that we've reviewed.
Yeah, so you're basically supposed to pull it down if you're a letter reveal and sort of have it up so you can see the line, it doesn't fall down. The other one, you felt like you had to have like gorilla hands to move up and down. This one's a little bit smoother.
I don't know whether that's just because this one's being used more or not, but it's much easier to deal with.
And you have the money.
Alright, so I believe the money is exactly the same as the other one that we've reviewed maybe a month or two ago. We have $50 notes, which the camera does not like. We have $100 notes and $200 notes. And whoever had this before us
Didn't use or win much.
never took a $500 note off because they're still on the back there. Which doesn't stick with my theory of why they're open easier.
I also mentioned this plays almost identical to actual Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
You go through several rounds. You can bank money if you happen to solve the puzzle. If you land on bankrupt and you haven't banked it, you lose the money, you lose a turn. There's a couple of free spins you can hold on to. If you land on something, you lose a turn. And you just keep them going around until whoever's at the most amount of money at the end of, I think, 5 rounds?
4 rounds.
Four
I think
rounds,
it is, yep.
wins.
So those are the free spin tokens there. They are one-sided. We only have 3 of them, so they've been lost from this particular edition. I think it's meant to be 10 in total.
So we have the little like stands here, which just slide
So you
on.
can set it up just like the show.
Just like I'm really there, but not.
Alright, so then we have all our puzzle cards here, so they can slide in and out. They have 4 puzzles on each card again, same as the previous edition. So we have phrase 15, which if we look at these lines that are under them, is the... Where is it? Star of the show. Whereas if we go up this way, we have a different phrase, phrase
Best
16.
things in life
Are free. Opposite side, we have 2 people and a place category, so 4
Now,
on each.
There's numbers on each one which correspond to the puzzle in our puzzle book / manual, which will have scans up below.
Yes, so you cannot play the game without this because this is the key to every single part of the puzzle, really. So instructions are at the front, and then you have your letters.
Which we'll show you how to use after we show the rest of the components, but if you've seen our other video, you'll know exactly how it works.
Well, I was just going to say now, so when you are spinning the wheel, whatever you spin...
The wheel of what?
$300, fortune. You might go, okay,
Can I have a puzzle card before we do
I'm going to
that?
say S.
Yeah.
And we have, what is that, star... Oh, you're right.
I'll just touch my hand on the burning lights, it's fine.
Oh dear, Nathan just suddenly was like, ah!
Yeah.
Alright, so we have star and roll 53. I've spun my 300 and I've said S. So we go to puzzle 53 and it shows, it doesn't show anything if it's blurry, it shows that there is an S at number 21.
And I can see here there's a black line, which yes, there is indeed a letter there, so if I do that, it should be an S.
Yay! I then collect the $300 I've spun.
For one letter, if there was more than one
cash.
S, you would get 300 times the amount of letters there were in the puzzle.
Yes, I mean if it was puzzle 57, there were 2 S's, so I would have got that twice, one for each letter. You keep spinning and keep guessing the letters just the same as on the show until you can either solve the puzzle. You've kind of uncovered enough to know what star and roll it is.
Or you get bankrupt and it goes to the next person.
Yep, if you spin bankrupt, you lose any money from that round. If you get lose a turn, it just goes to the next person, but you don't lose your money.
All right, who is it? Henry, if I...
I don't know.
Ooh.
Now, if Nathan wanted to guess at the moment the star and the roll, which I'm guessing he does not.
I do not know.
So if someone guesses, that person only who makes the guess to solve the puzzle goes to the solutions, which are all on the back page. They have to look quickly according to the instructions so they don't read the others. Number 53 is Henry Winkler as the Fonz.
And if they guess incorrectly, they can't re-guess next turn. They're just
out if they've made a guess. If you guess correctly, any money you've made from spinning the wheel and guessing letters in that round, you get to bank that.
it's put to the side.
Yep. So that the next round, because it's 4 rounds, the next round you start with new money and you can't lose that banked money. Everybody else who did not solve the puzzle though, their money goes back to the bank. They don't get to keep that.
No.
Yeah.
We'll also mention, as per usual, you can buy vowels, but you don't get any money for buying a vowel.
In fact, they cost you money, which is more than I remember it being.
200, I think.
200, yeah.
I thought it used to be 50 in the Australian one, at least when we watched it.
Not in the instructions though.
So we have this, so people can mark off what letters are being guessed, and then you can sort of rub it off.
Yep, just to keep track, because sometimes on the show they would say the same letter again, and then they would be like, no, that's already been said.
So
it's actually $250 for a vowel. So, yeah.
So it's actually quite expensive in the whole scheme of things, because the money on the board, at least back then, didn't go that high.
No, that's true. So a bit of strategy about whether you want to buy a vowel or not. It costs the same amount no matter how many vowels are on the board. Like, you don't pay per vowel.
No.
Thank goodness. Hey?
So that's it. It's the same as all the other ones we've done.
Yep, 4 rounds. Get to the end, count your money, and see who's won. I always thought these games, just from my childhood, I thought you had to have one person be the host and then you had to have your people spinning. That's not the case though. Because the letter pages don't have any actual answers on them.
No.
You can each person just checks as they kind of go. Unless you want to have a host and you've got enough people, that would be fine too.
I mean, I think we've got an electronic one on our board game channel.
We might have, maybe.
So it might be easier to play that than some of this. I don't know.
I like the idea of this, but we were saying in the last video, they rather than releasing the whole thing, they could have just released packs of puzzles.
Like with our other versions, we could literally just put all those puzzle cards in one of them, get rid of all the others, and we wouldn't be missing anything.
Yeah, because they all seem to be the same, like, standard size. Interesting. If you enjoyed watching this video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know in the comment section down below if you found a different Wheel of Fortune board game, like, version that actually has a lot of changes. Maybe like the wheel is different, or the whole board is different, or the money, or something like that.
Because I know Wheel of Fortune these days, especially in America, because we don't have it in Australia, I don't think, at the
No,
moment.
not anymore.
Their wheels got million pieces and holidays and toasters.
So much on there.
So
Yeah. Hit that subscribe button and check back soon. We have videos every single Tuesday.
sounds good.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.